Welcome to Catholic Views. I'm your host, Renee Kranz. On today's show, we will be talking to Father Chuck Simple. He is the pastor at Holy Spirit Parish in Sioux Falls. We're going to be talking about the Holy Family. It'll be the Feast of the Holy Family, and about his work as Vicar General for the diocese. First, we have Dr. Chris Bergwald.
Yes, ma'am. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. It's actually Christmas now.
It is actually Christmas, the Christmas season. It's the 12-day Christmas and the Christmas octave, as you and I talked about at Ignition.
Yes.
But that's for another time.
Yes.
So you mentioned it's the Feast of the Holy Family.
Yeah.
The Sunday between Christmas and New Year's is always the Feast of the Holy Family. So the gospel reading for today, we have the narrative, the story of the presentation of the child Jesus in the temple.
Okay.
The fourth joyful mystery of the Rosary.
Oh, yes.
But there's a couple details I want to talk about. The reading begins this way, Renee. This is Luke chapter 2, verses 22 and following. When the days were completed for their purification according to the law of Moses, they took him up to Jerusalem to present him to the Lord, just as it is written in the law of the Lord. Every male that opens the womb shall be consecrated to the Lord, and to offer the sacrifice of a pair of turtle doves or 2 young pigeons in accordance with the dictate of the law of the Lord. So do you have any sense of, it says it starts when the days were completed for their purification according to the law of Moses. What does that mean, do you think? So Mary and Joseph are taking Jesus up, and this is 40 days after he was born, to the temple in Jerusalem. So Bethlehem is, I think it's about, I'm thinking 8 miles west of Jerusalem. So they go up to Jerusalem because Jerusalem's on a mountain.
Right.
So they go up to present the child to God in the temple, but it references also a purification.
I have a thought, but I'm not sure I want to say it.
Okay.
Bill, do you have a thought?
I have none.
None.
No.
Nothing. So after a woman particularly gives birth to a boy, she's considered ritually
Okay, that was where I
impure.
thought about going, but I wasn't sure.
Oh, coward.
I thought I would say it terribly wrong. And
So by Mosaic law, Mary is considered ritually impure.
Mm-hmm.
Now, of course, we know that Mary is literally without sin. So
Right.
In the deepest sense, she is not impure, was never impure, but in a ritual sense. And of course, Jewish law did not account at the time for
right.
immaculate conceptions and so on. So Mary is considered, so she, after this time's over, the time for their purification is complete. So she's able to now go. But interestingly,
So that's a 40-day deal.
yep, 40 days.
But they probably left before the 40 days was up.
It's only 8 days.
Oh,
Or
that's
8
true.
hours.
That's
8 miles. 8 miles.
Oh,
So-
that's no biggie.
So, but
I walked that to school every morning
both ways.
uphill.
Their purification, when the days were completed for their purification, though. it
So
says.
there's something with Joseph too.
So for some rabbis, they held that anybody who is in contact with the woman, close contact with the woman, is also ritually. So Joseph is also considered, apparently, because Luke says there instead of her.
Right.
He's also considered. So why am I emphasizing this? So Joseph and Mary, even though Mary is objectively pure, they both follow the dictates, the precepts of the Mosaic law.
Right.
They're a faithful Jewish couple. They're each a faithful Jewish man and a faithful Jewish woman, and they follow the law of the Lord as it's set out. So they go up and they make the offering. So the time is complete for the purification, and then they offer Jesus to the Lord in the temple, and to offer the sacrifice of a pair of turtle doves or 2 young pigeons. Any idea of the significance of, by the way, 2 turtle doves? What is that? What does that remind you of
Sounds
anything?
like a song, I know.
Sounds like a song.
What did the guy in Home Alone? He explained it. The toy manager. He was like, "You can have these 2 turtle doves."
Is that in 2 or 1?
That was in 2.
Yeah, okay. I've rarely seen 2. I know 1 will. Anyway.
Thank you, Bill.
So in addition to pop
I
culture
was looking for an
references,
answer in there somewhere, but apparently not. My bad. Carry
What
on.
is the significance of the 2 turtle doves?
Yep.
Is it a symbol of the Holy Spirit, perhaps?
Good guess, but no. No, it's the offer. So an offering is to be made, but normally the offering is, I think, a young calf.
Right.
Oh, you knew that. Well,
usually in all offerings, it's either a goat or a calf or something like that.
But for the poor, they were free to simply offer 2 turtle doves, or what was the other one? Or 2 young pigeons.
Right.
So so this tells us that normally to be a carpenter actually was like you did pretty well,
like
but
middle
for
class.
whatever reason, yeah. But for whatever reason, apparently Mary and Joseph, and maybe it's because in Bethlehem he's having trouble finding, we don't know. But Mary and Joseph were considered poor. Mm-hmm. That's reflected in this indirect way that they're offering to the Lord, presenting Jesus in the temple, is simply that of 2 turtle doves or 2 young pigeons.
Okay.
So they are, as one commentary puts it, they're pious and they're poor. They are the blessed poor, the Anoim of Jewish culture at the time. A simple, humble couple that offers what they have, what they're called to offer to the Lord, because they are faithful and they're obedient. So I just think, as we're celebrating this feast ourselves, that's a good witness to us, to offer what we can to the Lord, no matter our circumstances.
Yeah, perfect timing. All right. Thanks, Dr. B.
You bet.